Hello, everybody. Welcome.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to We're Only Gonna Do This Once.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of We're Only Gonna Do This Once.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to We're Only Gonna Do This Once. Rolls me.
All right, ready, everybody?
1, 2, 3.
Sorry, what's your name, by the way? Oh, okay, that's nice to meet you. I'm
And then I give a wink to the camera as like I'm telling knock jokes. Knock.
No, Forrest. No, I'm tired. Yeah, it's haha, very funny.
Light stick who? I have a light stick. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of We're Only Gonna Do This Once. My name is Reed. That's Bunny. Wave hi, Bunny.
Hello.
And welcome to our show, where each week we play a different independent tabletop role-playing game with some of our friends. This week we are playing You Will Die Alone Out Here in the Black. And get ready because we're only gonna do this once. Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us this evening. We're so excited to play. We're going to start the way we always do with introductions. Hello, my name is Reed. I use any and all pronouns. Tonight I will be playing Scorpio. And you can find me on TikTok at DND5E. You can also find me on the latest episode of Laurel Traditions, a storytelling podcast about creating oral traditions while creating lore every time. And yeah, that's where you can find me. Bunny, go for it.
Hi, everybody. I'm Bunny. I use she, her pronouns, and you can find me literally everywhere on the internet at precisely Erin. I go by Erin too. And tonight I'll be playing Aries, who is going to be an exciting character to play. And they use she, they pronouns. I'm excited.
Cool. Awesome. Diana?
Hi, I'm Diana. You can find me on TikTok at Aspiring Stregonona. Tonight I will be playing Captain Capricorn, she, her pronouns. And if you like what I do here, you can find me every Saturday on Twitch at 1 p.m. Streaming D&D with Tales of the Starlight Ocean and the rest of that cast. So come check it out.
It's really good. You won't regret checking it out.
Oh.
And last but certainly not least, Madeleine.
Hello, my name is Madeleine. I use she, her pronouns. I will be playing Sagittarius, who also uses she, her pronouns. You can find me on TikTok at Kid Detective, all one word. It's Kid Detective. And then I'm going to plug my plays for a second. You can also find me on New Play Exchange. Just Google Madeleine Mason, and there you can find some of the plays that I've written. Yeah.
Cool. I'm going to go on record to say that's probably the coolest plug. We've had, the most unique plug we've had. That's awesome. Yeah, congratulations. Your gift card will be sent to you in 7 to 5 million business days. Well, we're going to jump right into it. I just want to start off with just a brief content warning for tonight's episode. We are probably going to be talking about death quite a bit. And so if that's not your cup of tea, thank you so much for joining us. Feel free to come back next week. We're playing a much funnier game next week, and we hope that you have a good weekend. But if you're going to stick in with us for the long haul, the way this game works is everybody's going to kind of take turns rolling a couple dice and determining the changes that are made from round to round, how much time has passed from round to round, and then they can pick from 3 different actions: maintaining the station, completing their research, or breathing and ruminating. And then all of those have some different rules about them. It'll make more sense as we go along. We're going to roll for initiative to determine the turn order. So if everyone wants to go ahead and roll a d20 for me, we will get started.
Awesome. I got an 8.
I got a 7.
Incredible.
I also got a 7.
I got
Cool.
a 10.
Wow, we're doing
Perfect.
great, guys.
So we'll do Madeleine, Bunny, Diana, Reed. Does that work for everyone?
Yep.
Awesome. So we've all kind of made a couple decisions about the game ahead of time. That we've been traveling together for about a year and a half. So that's kind of where we're at right now. So Madeline, go ahead and roll your die to determine the stat that we're reducing.
I rolled a 5.
Cool. So you're going to reduce your power by 1. And then go ahead and kind of narrate what's happening and what you want to do on your turn.
Yeah, so I decided that Sagittarius is going to be like a communications officer. This is someone who is very like optimistic, humorous, loves to connect with people. So like a communication role made the most sense. So this person is right now is probably trying to get some form of communication and is just, I don't want to say they're failing miserably because that's up to the dice, but I'd say up until now, it's been very difficult to get any form of like, hello, Mayday, Houston, come in kind of situation. It's been, maybe they'll get something now. Who knows?
Yeah, absolutely. So go ahead and decide what you'd like to spend your turn doing.
Okay, Zach, I have to pull up the rules again.
That's okay.
That's okay. That's the beauty of WOGDTO. We're only going to play it once, and we only read the rules once, too, so...
I want to do the one where you work on machinery, where you do your job. I have to find it.
Sure.
I think it's maintain station.
Maintain the station, that would be it.
Yeah. So you can tick up a stat of your choosing by 1, and then you're going to draw a card from your deck of cards and read from the Engineer's Oracle.
Okay. So because our power just went down, I want to put it back up. I want to give us our point of power back.
Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome.
Cool. And I'm going to draw my card from my Star Wars playing card deck.
So thematically appropriate.
And then I got the King of Hearts.
Yeah.
So now
So that's on page 6. I can read it for you. Hearts.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, hearts represent reconfiguring and remaking. When you draw a heart, you remake your outpost in the name of survival. And then King relates to station computers.
Yeah, okay. Oh, this totally makes sense with what I'm trying to do. So I'm definitely like, okay, I can't get communication. Maybe I have to fix the computers. And I realized I actually fixed something. And I'm like, oh, I guess something was broken.
Cool. Yeah,
I love
that's an easy self-explanatory round.
Yeah.
All right, next up is Bunny. Go ahead and roll to see how much time has passed.
Okay. I got a 1.
A minute.
Sweet. Incredible. And then I roll another d6?
To determine what stat's lowering.
Okay, cool. I got a 2.
So you're reducing your atmosphere by 2.
Okay. Awesome. I mean, not awesome, but awesome.
Cool. And then go ahead and talk about what Aries is up to.
Yeah, so just a little preface. Aries is, they're very much the equivalent of your local high school jock who's like way too into track, way too into like every season it's a different sport. Summer camps, it's like that's their thing. And they've just carried that into adulthood. So I think position-wise, she's kind of taken the... all I can think of is the engineer from Atlantis. Like, that's just who I'm playing right now with, like, the overalls and everything. So I think that having seen Sagittarius kind of, like, banging away at machinery is kind of, like, going through all the rest of the machinery in the room, just making sure there's nothing, like, leaking or smoking or unscrewed that she can see. I think that's what she's probably gonna do.
Cool. So which action would you like to take?
I guess that's also maintain station, I think.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So go ahead and tick one stat of your choosing up by 1.
Okay, cool.
And then draw a card from the deck and read its meaning in the Engineer's Oracle.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna, I guess, boost my atmosphere back up by 1, I guess. maybe less stress. And then card. Let me give this a quick shuffle. I didn't think about that beforehand. I got the 9 of Diamonds, if you wouldn't mind reading it to me.
I would love nothing more than to read that for you.
Thank you.
So diamonds represent long-term projects. When you draw a diamond, you invest time in sustaining your future. And 9 is the air recycler, which also is going to give you +1 to atmosphere.
Excellent. Back up to 15. Yeah, so I think during her kind of like escapade to see if there was anything wrong, she was like, ugh, while I'm here, I may as well upgrade the air system. Not a problem. I can do that. And she like replaces the air filter. And that's about it.
Cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
So those things are kind of happening simultaneously. Do you think you guys might be in the same area? You think one of you might walk by the other while that's happening?
Absolutely.
Yeah, because you said you like walked by me.
Absolutely.
Or you saw me trying.
Absolutely. She is having like some flashbacks to competitive sport days. Maybe she's been on a game show or something, and she saw you like go rushing around to fix things, and she was like, bet I'm gonna find the next one. And it's just like just scoring through everything. Did you find something else? You found that thing? Is there anything else? Is there anything else I can fix for you?
Oh no, I was just the communication system is just not good. It was all why are you nodding your head? I think, are you okay?
Yeah, no, I'm just, taking it all in. Yeah, well, it's gonna find something else that's broken. I'm sure there's more than one thing. It's kind of my job.
Yeah. Okay, well, have fun. That actually sounds like lots of fun for you, so.
She, like, hits her wrench in her hand a couple times, and they walk away.
Perfect. Rock on. Diana, go ahead and roll a d6.
Okay. I got a 2.
All right. So from there, an hour passes. Go ahead and roll your next d6.
Cool. Okay, I got a 6. So
Reduce your power by 2.
Jeez. Great. Okay. I'm definitely just in my quarters taking stock, and I'm going to complete my research.
Cool.
So I have to roll again to see if I get a boost.
Yes.
I do not.
All right.
Simply ignoring my my other responsibilities.
And then go ahead and pull a card, and I'll tell you what it means in the Stargazer's Oracle.
Okay, we have the Queen of Diamonds.
Cool. Diamonds represent hanging on the edge of a discovery. When you draw a diamond, you are driven by the beginning of a breakthrough. And what number did you say you got again?
The Queen.
The Queen. Signs of life.
Okay. She's definitely just standing in front of a window, looking out, and just playing over and over again in her head, like, why weren't they there? They were supposed to be there. There were supposed to be people there when we got to the planet, but they were gone. And there's just something tickling in the back of her brain about what could have happened, but she hasn't quite put it together yet.
Yeah. Cool. All right. I'm going to roll a d6 to determine how much time passes. And I got a 6. So from there, a year passes.
Holy crap. Oh my god.
Incredible. Also, thank you for the follow. Continue. Sorry.
Thank you. I did just roll a 4, so I'm going to reduce my sustenance by 2. I think Scorpio's a nervous eater. So I think they ate a lot.
We support farmers.
It's so fun. Don't worry about it. It's okay. I think that Scorpio's a nervous eater, and so has eaten a lot this past year, which means that they have like less of their rations left for this next year, which is why that's happening. I definitely think that they would want to complete their research. I think a year with no other major breakthroughs is going to be like really, really frustrating for them. Unfortunately, I rolled a 1, so I'm not really gonna get anything out of that. But I am gonna draw a card, and we'll see. We'll see what happens. I drew the Queen of Spades. Spades represent the mundane middle part of discovery. When you draw a spade, you process data, calibrate equipment, or set up new trials. And I got signs of life. So I think that they're probably just like sitting in the lab at all hours of the day, looking at dirt, looking at samples from the abandoned planet that the team found, and just like becoming like a slave to routine, right? Like if it's the one thing that's normal, then it's the one thing that they're going to hold on to. I think maybe like they report their progress to Capricorn and they're like, nothing new, but I mean, nothing new. So, and like every week it's like, yeah, nothing new. Nope, nothing new report. Sorry, Captain.
Every week, Capricorn definitely responds, trying very hard to be encouraging. Just good work. Just let me know if anything changes.
But either like beating themselves up about it, like thinking that it's their fault that they're not able to get anything more. Anyway, before I get too deep into that rabbit hole, Madeleine, go ahead and roll a d6.
A 5.
So from there, a month passes.
Cool. Okay. And I roll again, right?
Mhm.
Okay. A 3.
Okay, reduce your sustenance by 1. Apparently, Scorpio ate some of your snacks too.
Yeah. Get it together. Yeah. A year and a month has passed. I think I'm really going to lean into the communications angle. I'm really going to do that. And I want to complete my research. I think this person has like a PhD in linguistics, and in like this futuristic world is studying alien languages on like different planets. And they have like a big thesis on like the universality of alien languages, and they're getting ready to write a really big like either article or giant research paper. They're already out of like their PhD program, but they're getting ready for something really big as well.
Got it. So while you roll your die to see if you get a 5 or a 6, everybody, we did get a hydrate. So if everyone wants to take a sip of their drink.
I'm being sassed in the comments. Hey, I have Sprite, not an energy drink this time. And where is it? Hold on. No caffeine. That is as close as we're gonna get today. I'm so sorry.
Buddy traditionally drinks energy drinks.
Gotta stay up for the stream.
Yeah. Cool. So what did you roll, Madeleine?
I rolled a 1.
Yeah, no, not boosting any stats from there, but go ahead and pick your card.
Yeah.
And I'll let you know what happens.
Okay. The 5 of Hearts.
The 5 of Hearts. Hearts represent rumination and revisiting. When you draw a heart, you return to old research and consider it in a new light. And a 5 is your own health data.
I think this person, what really got them into languages were the fictional languages, like made up for, you know, things like Game of Thrones and Star Trek and Avatar: The Last Airbender. Not Last Airbender, but the other Avatar.
One. Yes.
And maybe they're like, maybe there's a link between these fictional ones and these real ones. There has to be like a link between that. So they're kind of returning to this nostalgic place almost.
Yeah, absolutely. Cool. Anybody want to interact with Sagittarius in that realm? Or do we want to move on to the next turn?
I don't know that
All right,
Aries
Bunny.
would be nerdy enough to know anything about that. I would, Aaron would, but I don't think Aries would.
That's so valid.
I think maybe Capricorn would see what they're doing and would kind of just like, definitely a surprise to everyone, but just like, oh, you're doing good work. But in Klingon, I don't actually speak Klingon, even though I want to.
I can speak a bit of Navi, the language from Avatar.
So cool.
But and kind of like ignore that fact about me. But so after that, Sagittarius was like, "Oh my god, what the fuck!" And now the respect for Capricorn has just gone through the roof.
Mm. Yep. Absolutely. All right, Bunny, go ahead and roll.
Okay, let's see how much time. I got a 5.
Another month.
Another month. Okay. All right. Let's see. I got a 2, and I think, I think Aries is feeling homesick and is going to ruminate and use up several rations to. She's gonna use up several rations to try to make like cake, like brownies and cake from like their freeze-dried terribleness. For sure.
Absolutely. So the 2, you're going to reduce your atmosphere by 2.
Yeah.
And then go ahead and pick a card, and we'll read you the corresponding thing from the Light Sailor's Oracle.
Sure. I got a 5 of diamonds.
Cool. So diamonds represent stories and memories. When you draw a diamond, you record histories, personal or communal, so that they will be remembered.
Oh,
And then what
perfect.
number did you get?
5.
You're writing about good food.
Perfect. From memory, they're gonna go ahead and try to write down all the recipes they have, just in case they can't get back and they like their wreckage is found or something. Somebody can have the recipes from Earth. I don't know if we decided we're from Earth, but from Earth.
I love that. I love that so much. I think Scorpio is gonna like write down their like grandma's old chocolate cake recipe and like slide it to you and be like, here, put that in the group, will ya?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Absolutely.
Sagittarius can cook. Sorry, I didn't know you were going to
Yeah.
speak. I thought we were all piling on.
Absolutely. I think we've all learned that Sagittarius can't cook at one point or another on this expedition.
I love that so much. I don't think Aries can cook very well either. I think it's just kind of like a swing in the dark situation where she's like, yeah, that feels right, I guess. I don't know.
Maybe it's Capricorn's birthday. And
Absolutely.
that's why she was making the cake.
Yeah, it's very much like the like Twinkie texture and shape. And Aries would like bring it in and just, happy birthday, Captain!
I sealed those files. How did you know that it was my birthday?
I just
Everyone,
have a way of
1,
knowing. 2, 3. Happy birthday!
Birthday.
Well, here's your cake. Enjoy.
Good work, crew. And it's like muffling back a tear. Like,
We didn't have any, balloons, but what I did do for you is fill a couple pairs of socks with bars of soap, and she like holds up clumpy socks. It's not fun, I know, but it's what we've got.
oh, that counts. Thank you.
Thanks,
Thank you,
Captain.
Aries.
Woohoo! Fun birthday.
Party.
Party. Cool. All right. Diana, go ahead and roll a
Let's
d6.
see. 4.
That's a week.
Cool.
Cool.
So I got a 3, so my sustenance is down by 1.
It's because Aries used some of your rations to make your cake.
Could be like that sometimes. And I think I'm going to take time to breathe and ruminate. I think that's the vibe right now. So
Go for it.
see And I got the 5 of clubs.
Cool. So this is also good food. But clubs represent messages in bottles. When you draw a club, you cast a message out into space in one form or another.
So probably just like a little bit after this birthday cake extravaganza, kind of just record a message, captain's log kind of deal, even though she doesn't think anyone's ever going to hear it. And just, talks about the day. And I don't think I'm ever going to have a real birthday cake. And the log. That's it.
My heart.
How has it been like 2 rounds and I already care about their well-being?
So much so. Okay, I'm gonna roll a d6. A minute passes from that moment, and my sustenance is going down by 2 again. I think that Scorpio's not a big birthday person, but like saw how happy it was making Aries to like do a little bit of a celebration for Capricorn. So like while Capricorn is dealing with her own stuff, is like eating their own feelings again. I think though that they're gonna keep trying to continue their research. That's what they're drawn by. That's what they're here for. Oh, and they make a breakthrough. Woohoo! Giving themselves some food back. All right. And I'm going to pull a card from the Stargazer's Oracle. So give me a moment to find the right tab. Okay. That is the Ace of Spades. So once again, spades are the mundane middle part of discovery. And the Ace is a blip in the data. Which is funny because you don't really consider that like mundane. So maybe while they're doing this research of these samples, there's like a little hiccup with the generator, and it makes it look like there's like something that's changed in the soil. And so Scorpio makes a big deal and like calls everybody over, and it's like, look guys, look. And then the power turns on and everything goes back to the way it was, and they're like, never mind. Soil though, that's cool, right?
Yeah, it's
Sure.
super
Yeah.
cool. Yep.
And I love
guys can-
that you love soil.
Yeah. Soil, it's great. Woohoo!
Is it
You
cool
can-
if I
you know-
go back to
You can leave.
work?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. No. Yeah.
Cool.
Let us know next time.
Yeah. And then goes back to like digging through the soil for anything that they can possibly find.
That's
Cool.
sad.
All right, Madeleine.
Cool. Yeah. How much time has passed? I rolled a 2.
That's an hour.
Fun. Okay. And reduced atmosphere by 2. Okay. I would like to maintain the station. So I think what happens is seeing Scorpio just have a wonderful like moment. Like I love that they're so passionate about soil, and I love that we all have things that we are all passionate about individually. Like I like languages, Scorpio likes soil, Aries likes something, I don't know. And I don't know what Capricorn likes, but I'll get to it one day. So that was just like, you know what? I'm here because I love languages. And I'm gonna do my darndest best because I think I can reach people. There has to be other people out here. Space is vast, but it's not that vast when you really think about it. So I am checking for any like computer bugs, any viruses, anything that may interfere with communication.
Sure. Go ahead and draw a card.
I pulled the 8 of clubs.
Cool. So clubs represent urgent repairs. When you draw a club, something has gone wrong and you must make essential repairs. And an 8 is external vehicles.
Oh my god, I have to go into space. You know what? Let's make this asterisk. No, what's that word? Disastrous. Drastic. That's the word, drastic. What if, like, a meteorite, like, knocked, not, like, entirely off the ship, but a satellite has just kind of gone haywire. And I'm like, oh, shit. I have to go suit up. And I'm putting on everything, and I kind of go and, like, hey, Captain. It's fine. I can handle it. But outside in the spaceship, one of the satellites, it must have gotten hit by something, and it is not in its proper position. I'm going to have to go out and fix it.
All right, you sure you got this on your own?
I mean, you know what? I don't, but I kind of have to do it on my own because I don't know who else. Maybe Aries. Hey, Aries, do you want to help me fix something?
Oh, God, yes. Seriously. Literally anything.
Do you want to go?
Yep.
Do you want to go into space? Or going outside?
Love that. Yes.
Yeah.
This is the most action they've
Scorpion's
seen.
like, but wait, I was telling you about my soil. We were like right in the middle of a.
You know what? We'll pick up like as soon as
This
I
is
get
kind
back.
of urgent, guys.
Yep.
Okay, got it.
Yeah. So, yeah, I guess I get into my spacesuit and I look at Aries and I'm like, great, let's go. And we go, foo.
Space noise.
That is the sound that space makes.
Yes.
That's
Guaranteed.
precisely.
Yeah. Yeah, and we do some outer repairs on the ship's satellites, and I just think it's a really fun moment for us.
We bond.
Yeah. Like, oof. I got a kid. I haven't seen my kid in a long time.
Oh wow. Yeah, no, that's tough.
Yeah.
Is space what made you think of that, or you just in general it's just been hard?
Well, they're like, in that sweet spot where being an astronaut's really cool. Last time I saw them, they were 7, so they'd be maybe like 8-ish right now. You're 7, you want to be an astronaut, and
Of course.
he wants to be an astronaut like mommy is, so.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
get it. I never had the opportunity to have kids. Well, yet. Ever. I don't know anymore.
It's okay.
What's their name?
Their name's Henry.
That's cute. Very cute.
Yeah. Didn't miss him. I miss him a lot. I do a lot of things just to like hug him for like a quick second,
Yeah, no, I get it. I have a little brother as well. Adam, he's just, kind of rambunctious. He's 16 or 17 now. It's been a while, but
Yeah.
God, he's growing up so fast. Already past me in height. I wonder if he's stopped now or not.
Well, like teenage boys, they don't stop growing till they're like 35, so.
Don't I know it? I feel short already. Jeez.
Hey, you want to go back in and do a little family talk?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do
Yeah.
that.
Let's go. And then I guess we go back in. Yeah. And then I tell Capricorn that it's all fixed.
Good work.
That
Alright.
was so exciting. It gets kind of boring sometimes.
So anyway, about the soil that I was telling you about.
Yeah. What about it, huh? That soil's really interesting.
Yeah, it's like the thing about this planet, right, was that it was, and they just start going. All right, Bunny, go ahead and roll a die.
Absolutely. Also, in the chat, correct, Aries is a golden retriever. That is the whole basis of this character, 100%. Loyal and a little empty-headed. You can hear the clacking of the marbles sometimes. So I rolled a 6.
All right, a year.
Oh, Awesome. So far we've been up here for over.
My
we're
son
looking at
is 9 years old.
Almost 3 years. Cool. All right. I think I'm gonna go for finished research, and let's see how well I do.
You gotta do one more d6 before you do that one.
Oh,
for reducing your stats.
4.
4. So you're reducing your sustenance by 2.
Cool.
And then go ahead and roll to complete your research.
All right. I got a 5. Excellent.
You can bring one stat back up 1.
Nice. Yeah, let's go sustenance back to 14 instead of 15. I think due to all of these circumstances, Aries is probably trying to work on some sort of like radio that they've had deep down in their basement. What are the parts and rooms of a spaceship? Their storage room. And over the past 2 or so years, they've been trying to like put it together and take it apart and try to understand like, hey, maybe I can get something put together that'll work to reach further than our ship. And in the meantime, for sustenance flavor, literally, they've been eating like very staining food. So they've got like dipped fingers in like red or blue or whatever the snack is, and they just kind of come around the corner with crumbs on their face and hold it up. Okay. One more second. Sorry. Captain, I might have made something. I'd like to say I did make something, but I don't know.
Wait, just kind of no words for like a minute. Have you tested it?
No, and I'm scared too. It might help us get in communication with people an extra couple light years away. Space terms. I'm so sorry. It's like a radio sort of, but it should just go off of like magnets in the area. So maybe if there's other space shuttles around, I don't know.
Good work, Aries. This is good. This is really good work.
Thank you. Well, maybe we go grab Sagittarius. They're kind of, communications specialist. This kind of feels up their alley, but I figured I should bring it to you first, just in case it was a no-go.
No, yeah, that's a good idea.
And instead of going to get Sagittarius, Aries just stands out in the hallway and just goes, Sagittarius, I have something for you!
Sagittarius just kind of like, I don't want to turn this character into Triss Traeger. They're like maybe doing like a jog, like around the ship, and they just kind of happen to be passing like, oh yeah, what's up?
Okay, hear me out, right? I don't know if this is gonna work, but I think I made a radio. Would you care to take a look at it?
I'd be more than happy to. Yeah, let's get started on it right away.
Awesome. Tight. Scorpio, I don't know if you can hear me from here, but feel free to come and join us. We're doing something kind of cool. No soil, though.
What?
Sorry. I don't know.
What? They like stick their head out of their lap. What?
Just come.
We got a radio.
Yeah. Maybe
cool.
have a radio. I don't know.
Cool.
Hey, don't say maybe. We either got one or we don't.
It looks like a radio.
And maybe it either will be or won't be. Just depends if it works.
You're right. I appreciate the optimism. All right. Well, let's turn this thing on, I guess.
Woo!
All right, go ahead and pull your card.
Perfect. I have the Ace of Hearts.
Ace of Hearts.
Yes.
This is rumination and revisiting. You return to old research and consider it in a new light, and you got a blip in the data.
Oh, what a good card pull for this. So I think through all of this building over the past 2 years, Aries is kind of like done the like red string theory style wall with like all of the different ideas she's had and put them up on everything. So that's where that comes in. But maybe when they turn it on, they do hear some sort of like beeping in the distance.
Was that? Did that come from your thing?
I think so. I don't want to get excited, but I'm kind of excited because it wasn't making that sound before.
Hello? Hello?
Beep! Just like talking back on it.
Maybe it's Morse code.
Oh, I don't know anything about that.
No, it's not.
Someone
Morse
say
code.
anything about Morse code?
Languages.
Yeah, I can take a listen and decode it if you want.
That would be great. Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
if it is actually, yeah, you do that. That's a good use of
Yeah.
our time.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Captain, are you familiar with Morse code too?
I know a bit.
We can work on this together. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, I'll go listen to your soil talk. Yeah, good luck.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, come over here. I got some cool breakthroughs I've been making.
She's gonna turn
Everyone's
around and
making
both to
breakthroughs.
Capricorn and Sagittarius go, hurry it up, hurry it up. I've heard this. Hurry. Okay. Oh, wow, yeah. pH levels.
Nitrogen,
Cool.
right? Yeah.
Yup. Love it.
Amazing.
All right. Diana, go ahead and roll for time.
All right, let's see what we got. 6.
That's a year. I don't know what's scarier, when it's like no time at all or when it's like a big jump.
Yeah,
The big jump is scarier for me.
Those big jumps hurt.
they do. We've been up for almost 4 years now. Incredible.
I know. My atmosphere just took a hit by 1.
Roll.
Okay, and then I think that I am going to try to maintain the station with this one. Let's see what happens here. We got the 9 of hearts.
Cool. Also, go ahead and take a stat of your choosing up by 1. I realize, guys, we actually shouldn't have bumped our stats up to 15. So they should all have started at 10. So
Okay.
however
Oh,
much
okay.
you're missing, if you want to adjust those.
Okay.
Cool.
Remind me, what card did you get again, Diana?
The 9 of hearts.
The 9 of hearts. All right, hearts are reconfiguring and remaking. When you draw a heart, you remake your outpost in the name of survival. And 9 is the air recycler, which gives you a +1 to atmosphere.
Oh, cool. My atmosphere's all the way back up, baby. Yeah, I think that just she's working and is like it's so stuffy in here. What the heck is going on? And like goes to the filtration system and replaces the filter. Very boring, but somebody's got to do it. So
Yeah. After 4 years in space, it was probably time to replace the filter.
probably was time to replace the air filter. And suddenly I'm like, wow, there's a reason that my dad sets a reminder on his calendar every year to do that. Please forget if you don't.
Even in the year 3000, you still have to reset your air filter every couple months. I
Of
mean, like, come
course.
on.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's basic home
Yeah,
maintenance,
absolutely.
people.
Also,
Very
thank you for the
absolutely.
follow. We just got a new follower.
Thank you for the
Welcome
follow.
to the chaos.
From there, a month is going to pass, and I'm gonna roll. My sustenance just does not want to stay up.
Ugh.
All right. So I think I'm gonna be very repetitive, and again have Scorpio continue their research. And they got a 4, so no progress is going to be happening in that regard. But I will pull a card. The Ace of Clubs. Clubs represent new conclusions or revelations. When you draw a club, you discover something worth recording for whoever comes after you. And a 1, which is the ace, is a blip in the data. So I think almost identical to the thing that happened like 2 and a couple years ago, where they like called everybody in. They're going to do the same thing this time. like make a huge ruckus in the hall, like get everybody in and go, look, and just point to like this graph full of numbers and symbols. Like none of it makes sense, but they're like, it's obvious. I don't know how I couldn't have seen it.
That's a lot of numbers, Scorpio. Well, you want to let us in on what that means?
Oh, yeah, right. Yes. So the carbon dating of the materials that I found in the soil, I'm making all of this up. The carbon dating of the materials that I found in the soil reveal that there was some sort of natural disaster that happened on this planet like 10 years ago, which I think is the reason why we didn't find anyone.
Okay.
That makes sense, yeah.
Why didn't they tell us there was a natural disaster, though?
Because I don't think they knew. I don't think we were going on a diplomatic mission. Why would we have had a way to measure? If it wiped the whole planet out, then we wouldn't have known.
I love this theory. I think you should keep working on it. I'm not saying that's a bad theory. I'm just saying that, like, the best theories happen after the first theory, you know?
Sagittarius, I've been working on this for years, and you're going to tell me that I'm wrong?
I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying that I maybe... Look, I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying that the first option's not always the best option, especially when you're looking at science.
It's been 2.5 years.
I know it's been that long. I know. Look, I love that you love your soil. I'm obviously out of my depth here. I'm sorry. I'm obviously out of my depth. I should not have commented. I know nothing about grass and rocks and dirt. I will go back to talking to people. And Sagittarius leaves the room.
They just like silently turn back to their desk. They like shove some paper off to the side and start on a new page.
Our first drama.
Trauma. Oh,
Also,
drama.
you're gonna look at me and tell me that I'm wrong? Her sister was a witch, bro!
the natural disaster happened, bro.
I just have that energy where they're like, the wicked witch to the east, bro!
It's my favorite topic. So good, so good. All right, Madeleine, go ahead and roll a d6.
Right. Also, I don't know why my character became Southern there. I don't know why or how. It just happened. I rolled a 2.
All right, that's an hour.
Okay. Sagittarius is mad. Sagittarius is mad. They tried to be helpful. It didn't come off that way. And they're like, no one here wants my help. This is so frustrating. So they are going to breathe and ruminate. And while that happens, let me roll to see what happens. I rolled a 5.
So power goes down by 1.
Power goes down by 1. They go to their quarters, and they're going to use this as an opportunity to breathe and ruminate.
Yeah.
When Scorpio said it's been 2.5 years, because I have a child now, that's all I can think about is like, I'm probably never going to see my son again. And it's a very bitter thought to ruminate on, but that's the one that they chose.
Yeah. All right, go ahead and pull a card.
2 of hearts.
2 of hearts. Hearts represent letters left behind. When you draw a heart, you write to someone specific in hopes that it will one day get to them. And a 2 is who you left behind.
Oh,
Do you want me to... I'm about to make this really emotional.
do it?
So this person is thinking about, like, I'm probably never going to see my son again. I want to tell my son that I love him. I don't want my son seeing me as I'm dying. I am healthy right now. So they turn on a camera and, like, they kind of look at the camera and, like, hey, Henry, I don't know when you're going to get this, but I'm your mom. You probably remember me a little bit, but I want you to know that I miss you so much. And then they just kind of talk about their day and what space is like. And they kind of end it with, look, I'm so sorry that it has to be this way. If I could, I would do whatever in my power to get that ship back home. But I want you to know that I am with you every day of your life, whether you like it or not, so you better watch yourself. Okay? I love you, kiddo. You're going to do great things. And then they turn off the camera, and it's like, it's no tears. It's just kind of like sullen, like, fuck. And then they go and lie down.
I think Capricorn is going to come knock on Sagittarius's door.
Yeah, what's up?
Sagittarius, I want to level with you right now.
Yep.
We've been out here for the better part of the past 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
There is a good chance that if we were going to get home, we would have by now. And I'm saying that's not to hurt you, but because you are smart, I think you know it already.
Yeah.
But my job is to make every attempt that I possibly can to see you all home. And part of that involves all of us getting out of bed every day. And the mystery and the soil is what is getting Scorpio out of bed every day. Just keep that in mind. And I leave.
Yeah. Oh.
Hey,
right.
yikes! Ow! 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 Ow!
Funny. Go ahead and roll a time die.
It's cool. I'll just cry. I got a 4.
All right, that's a week.
Okay, cool.
I think like just real briefly, I think like 3 days after that, like Scorpio and Sagittarius are talking like nothing happened. Like I don't think Scorpio wants to discuss anything, but like
yeah.
we'll go back to being like, so look at this cool rock that I found.
Oh,
like nothing
yeah.
happened.
And I'm
at
like,
all.
what kind of rock is that? Oh god, that's so neat.
Mhm. It's an igneo
Do you know that rocks rock?
sedimentary rock. Rocks are really cool.
I hope that the science side of Twitch comes after us for this bullshit we're spewing. We're like, carbon focus rock thing.
Yeah.
I love it. Okay, and then I roll my second die. That is a 6.
Power goes down by 2, baby.
Cool. Excellent. I think that they'll probably go back to maintaining this station. I think in sort of the past 2 years with the 2 anomalies happening in Scorpio's lab, they're going to kind of do what they can to make sure all of the materials and all of the machines and stuff are at full functioning so that there isn't any more like false positives. Yeah, I think that's what they're gonna do. Yeah.
Cool.
Oh,
Go ahead and roll. Pick a card.
Yeah. I got the 5 of Hearts.
Cool. So, this is reconfiguring and remaking your outpost in the name of survival, and you got the lights.
Okay. Yeah. So, I think, again, digging through their, like, storage and whatnot, they find some sort of, like, heating lamp light bulbs, and bring them into Scorpio in sort of, like, a big cardboard box. That's how that works. Hey! So I found some cool stuff. I know we don't have, like, animals here, but I was thinking, since we're kind of doing, like, fake heat here, you could maybe use, like, heat lamps to do something cool with plants or soy. I don't know anything about your job. Is that helpful, or?
Yeah, you can just leave them in the corner.
Cool. Yeah. Here. And they kind of, like, put the light bulbs down and sit on one of the little, I imagine, like, the rolly stools that doctors sit on where there's, like, no back on them. And they kind of like shrink, come up to Scorpio. So, what are we working on today? Dirt?
Yeah, I'm rerunning all the numbers from last week, just to make sure I didn't make any like mathematical errors.
Cool, yeah. How do you
This is
do
my
that?
fourth time doing it, but I just want to be sure. Oh, it's just a lot of equations, like over and over and over again, and they like start. I don't know anything about math. They start like pointing out, where they're getting the numbers from, what sort of formulas they're using, things like that.
Yeah, I really wish I could say that that makes sense, but I'm glad that you get it. That's cool. We could, I could talk to the captain, see if we can go get some, like, meteorite samples, if you want something, like, new to look at. I don't...
Oh, yeah, I mean, that'd be cool. I don't know, the soil's interesting, but I'm sure there's other things.
Well, I mean...
You're right. I should stop. This is...
I mean, sometimes you have to get, you have to walk away, kind of look at something else for a little while, not mull over the same thing.
Okay, let's do some new samples. I think that's a good idea.
Cool. Yeah. You know what? Why don't we use I'm making this decision for us, the robot arm to grab it and bring it into us? That sounds fun. We haven't done that in a while. A couple months, right?
Sure, yeah, I could use a robot arm break.
Awesome. After last time, I am not allowed to use it anymore. However, I will stand behind you and cheer you on. Would that sound okay? Cool. Yeah. Maybe we just don't tell the captain, period, because I'm really just not supposed to be in that room. But I want to, so let's go. And they grab your arm and, like, down the hallway.
Scorpio rolls a little bit on their stool before they actually get out of it as you, like, yank them.
Perfect. I love
it. Capricorn, go ahead and roll a d6. Go ahead and roll your time die.
Hey, let's see. I got a 4.
So that's a week.
Okay. Let's see how I'm looking.
A week from the robot arm incident.
Yes. And my atmosphere goes down by 2. Gosh darn it, I just brought that back up. And I think I'm going to breathe and ruminate again. So,
absolutely.
Very exciting. Let's see what I pull. The 3 of diamonds.
Cool. So this is stories and memories. You record histories, personal or communal, so that they will be remembered. And then 3 is constellations.
I think that the captain just kind of sits at the window in her quarters, just looking out, and she fell in love with the constellations as a little girl. That's part of what drew her to space. And despite everything, despite the years it's been since she's been home, there's still a little bit of wonder there, especially since these seem to be new constellations. So I think that she starts taking them down in a notebook or something and just coming up with new constellations and coming up with stories for them.
I think that given the rounding success of the first robot arm expedition, they try it again a week later. And so, like, while you're drawing constellations in your notebook, you see, like, the robot arm start, like, creaking in front of your window and going to, like, grab something.
Just a beleaguered sigh. That's my crew. Yep.
They've been together so long now that she's just like, awesome, great. Won't ask the questions I want to ask, but okay.
I told them to stop touching the robot arm, but at this point, I mean, it is what it is.
Cool. So I rolled a 5, so that's another month passing. And then I rolled another 4. Y'all, I'm gonna die
Your
of hunger real
sustenance is
soon.
going out.
Oh,
It's so low.
They're a snacky
Um,
person.
Apparently, I think they eat when they're stressed.
Which is all the time.
And like at this point, which is all the time. Gonna again work to complete the research. That's a 1, so not improving any stats today, but I am gonna pick a card. And I got the 10 of clubs. So clubs are new conclusions or revelations. You discover something worth recording for whoever comes after you. Oh my gosh, and a 10 is space debris. How
Excellent.
perfect is that? Oh my gosh.
These cards know what
So
they're
I
talking
think-
about.
Yes, I love when that. I love when like the cards or the dice or whatever you're using to tell the story know what story you're telling. It's so good.
such a powerful moment.
Yeah. So I think that they've, used the robo arm twice now to get some extra space debris. I think maybe the captain comes and pokes their head in every now and then, and Scorpio like quickly hides whatever they're working on because like they think the captain doesn't know, even though like they're not being sneaky about it. Like it's very clear. But then I think, in a month they through the communication system, think Sagittarius are like Aries, 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 Aries,
Yes.
Aries.
Yes.
Can I see you in my lab for a moment about the top secret thing?
They're like head buried in their project. Always. Of course. Gets up and immediately like Skechers shape up style walks to the lab.
You run into either me or the captain on your way, and you're gonna have to explain yourself.
Absolutely.
Me and the captain.
I'm the
think
captain
is
now.
Definitely like has all of the channels open, and so absolutely heard that and was like, important, they'll talk to me. Whatever.
No, but you like pass. At least I'm like, oh hey, where are you going to?
The bathroom. I'm going to the bathroom. Okay, fine. I'm going to the lab. There's a cool secret thing. Do you want to come?
Like, who are we keeping it a secret from?
I don't know. Scorpio just said it was secret. I didn't ask.
Sure.
Sweet.
I like being in the know. Sure, why not?
Excellent. And they're just back to shoulders only.
I think Scorpio at this point is so tired that they don't turn their comms off. So like while they're speaking, like and explaining what they've just discovered to Aries and Sagittarius, the captain can still hear what they're talking about. But basically, because I can't come up with any more science words, I think basically they like discover something that corroborates like the evidence that they found on the planet about the natural disaster from the like meteor. Like maybe it's like samples that are similar to the planet, so like it can be assumed that they came from the planet and that's what the debris is, or like something of that nature, that they're just super excited about, and the captain is hearing all of it over comms.
So, like,
so
does that
you-
mean we're just, like, stuck? Or do you think there were any survivors? Or, I mean, I know it's been 4 years, but
I have no fucking clue, but this is cool, right?
It's beautiful, yeah.
yeah, for sure.
Really just
It
kind of
means
catched
that-
in the light right there.
Means I was right. So that's even cooler.
Yep. Yeah. Were there any signs of like life now, or is it like all gone?
No. I mean, this is space junk. You wouldn't really be able to survive like floating on a rock in space. Well, I mean, I guess technically everybody is floating in a rock. But I mean like a smaller rock, not like a planet-sized rock. And if you were just sitting on a rock, you'll probably die.
What kind of rock is it?
Oh, it's they like start going into this big description about the rock. The captain can still hear everything they're saying. as they go,
Igneous?
It's like watching Animal Planet.
Types of rocks.
Sedimentary,
Old space.
igneous, sedimentary.
Tree and metamorphic.
Yeah. It's a little bit of everything. Cool.
This is a really cool planet. Oh my god.
All right. Madeline,
Okay.
roll your time die. 3, that is a day.
Oh, okay. Okay. Time to see what happens. A 6, reduce power by 2. Cool. I'd say, like, thinking about just Sagittariuses as people, they're very like go-getters, and like you may think, oh, that's research, but I see it as more of like, I'm going to complete all my menial day-to-day tasks, so we're going to maintain the station.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Go ahead and pick one of your stats up by 1 and then pull a card.
Okay. Power is making me nervous, so I'm gonna tick it up by 1.
Yep.
Okay, and then I'm gonna pull the 4 of spades.
The 4 of spades. So spades is routine maintenance. You devote time to the everyday upkeep of your home, and 4 is external repairs.
Aries.
Yup. Hey.
You want to go out? I gotta do some stuff on the outside of the ship. You want to come with?
Absolutely. Called the right person.
Great.
I mean, there's only
Let's
one
go.
of me, but... Okay, cool.
Woo. Captain, we're doing external repairs on the ship.
I have a feeling that when they got these jobs, that Aries, when they got their spacesuit, they put a bunch of like stickers and patches all over it. But after they've been out in space for a while, it's like they're peeling away. It's very, I don't know, it's old skateboard style.
Did they tie-dye it? That's the real question.
I
Before
think they
put
would have done like the
stickers
like
and patches
patchwork
on.
stuff at the absolute dismay of everyone on base. They were like,
Mm.
that is not the point. You have to keep it solid. And they're like, I know, I'm replacing it.
I love it.
Yeah. So it's like it's day-to-day repairs, but I do comment. I'm like, dude, like that. I'm trying to think. What's a TV show that's timeless? Your Game of Thrones sticker is peeling off. Gotta do something about it.
I know. I feel like it's kind of a waste of materials for me to, print out a new one, but I don't know.
Yeah.
It's kind of dingy looking.
Yeah.
I mean, who's going to impress the aliens if my sticker's wearing off?
Imagine like. Oh, exactly. Well, there's the side option of your sticker just like gets ripped off, floats into space, and someone discovers it on another planet or asteroid and is like, what is this?
You're very right. You are so right.
I'm not advocating for polluting space, but
But if it happened by accident, yeah, no, I get it. I feel you.
Yeah,
on that.
yeah.
Did you watch Game of Thrones way back?
no, I'm super into the marvelous Mrs. Maisel.
Absolutely.
She would
Yeah.
be.
I feel like they're both super
I-
into vintage TV.
So like I watched the first 2 seasons and I just
Sure.
thought like that there's only so much violence against women I can take in
That
an
is fair.
episode, and
That is fair.
yeah, and that's when like Henry was super young and I was like, I can't. And then my mom told me to watch The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel, and I loved it.
I have yet to watch any more than the first episode. I kind of started it and then we, picked up this gig.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Yeah. Well, we've got nothing but time.
You're right. You know what? I don't know why we haven't done this in the past 4.5 years. We should have a TV show night if we get service out here.
We have not had a Lord of the Rings night. We have not.
In
the
4.5 years.
we have been out here.
Predictable. It's us, truly.
We have not done it. God. I think I smell a party happening soon.
Yeah, I can bring my socks filled with soap like last time. That is a joke for legal reasons.
Sure.
I will not be bringing those again. That was weird.
Okay. It was kind of sad.
It was sad. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was worse than
it was
not
less
having
weird and more
balloons.
sad.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah. I think just bringing our sweet selves is good.
You're right. You're always right. I love that they're having this conversation mid spacewalk. Like,
I was gonna say, I think inside, like, Scorpio and the captain are having, like, a really serious conversation, like, to juxtapose about, like, their imminent deaths and, like, what they want to leave behind. And then on the outside, it's Aries and Sagittarius, like, yeah, dude, we have to watch Lord of the Rings. But wait, are we talking the extended edition? Or, like, what are we talking about?
the director's cut with commentary. Gotta watch the whole thing.
And then I know the Hobbit movies aren't good, but if we did the Hobbit and Lord of the Rings,
We gotta do it back to back. Honestly, what else?
I
could we do
think
with
that
our
could be
time?
really fun.
And I think the captain can be persuaded. I know they're like not on board with that usually, but like it's been 4.5 years. I mean, cry me a river, Captain. We can get you
Yeah.
through Lord of the Rings.
Here's the thing. Captain doesn't want to admit it, but like they're a Galadriel. They don't want to admit it, but they're totally Galadriel. Like
Deep down,
like-
I can see that.
Yeah.
I can see that.
everyone wants to be like an Aragorn, and I get it. Like, but she's such a Galadriel, and I want her to see that.
Okay, it's set in stone then. Let's wrap up here. We'll do it. It'll be like a surprise attack. She'll never see it coming. She'll just have to join in. It'll be good.
God. Exactly. Perfect. Space 5.
Just whoop.
Yep.
So good.
Great.
Good, awesome. All right, Bunny, roll your time die.
Yeah. I got a 6. Fuck. Oh no.
It's a year.
I
Can
know.
we at least say in between that time we had our Lord of the Rings marathon?
Yes,
Absolutely.
absolutely.
Oh, so good.
Great.
I think
Oh,
Scorpio sees Galadriel and turns to Capricorn and go, she kind of reminds me of you.
we all are
Yeah,
just.
Exactly.
Let's see. I got a 1. For
Oh, are you
points.
waiting for me to tell you what that is?
Sorry, I can't pull up the screen.
No, you're good. You're good. Reduce atmosphere by 1.
Okay. All right, that's sun's getting real low. So, let's see. I think a year later, they're probably trying to do their own research. Probably like, I wouldn't say interning, but maybe like protege-ing in Scorpio's lab when they have free time, which is too much. And they just are slowly but surely taking in math and science that they just did not have.
I love it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, cool. Go ahead and roll to see if you get a 5 or a 6.
I got a 2.
Cool. And then go ahead and pick a card.
All right. I got the Jack of Spades.
Jack of Spades. Spades are the mundane middle part of discovery. Process data, calibrate equipment, or set up new trials. And Jack is frozen in ice.
Okay. Maybe on one of their robo escapades, they bring in like a chunk of meteorites that's encased in like space ice that refuses to melt because why not? And they immediately do the like hot potato thing, bringing it into Scorpio's lab. This is really cold. Look what I found.
They like run and they grab like an empty trash can.
Cool.
Here, put it in there. Ooh.
That is spicy cold. Wow.
Did you get this from the Roboarm?
Yeah.
You went by yourself.
Who's asking?
Just gonna pretend I didn't hear that. Do you want me to show you how we like research this?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, wait. Let me grab my notebook, and they like run, and you hear them down the hallway. Okay, I'm here. Got it. Okay, I'm ready.
Okay, cool. They like walk you through the PPE that you got to put on. They're like gloved up, glassed up,
So
masked
not
up,
bare
aproned up,
hands
just in
again.
case.
Got it. Cool.
Yeah, probably not your smartest. You know what? But that's okay. You probably won't die. I mean, we probably will die, but like you probably won't die because of this. I mean, there's always the possibility. I'm gonna stop talking. If you come over here and like, leads them through the process of researching this meteorite.
Love it.
Cool. All right, Diana, go ahead and roll.
Okay. Another year has passed, it seems.
Oh.
6.
Oh dear.
Jeez Louise.
They finished season 2.
And then my atmosphere goes down by 1. Okay. Still in okay shape. And then I think gonna take a little time and maintain the station and just see what needs doing.
Go for it. So go ahead and tick 1 up by 1, and then pull a card.
Okay, and I got the 3 of hearts.
The 3 of hearts. Hearts represent reconfiguring and remaking. You remake your outpost in the name of survival. 3 is hydroponic farms, +1 to sustenance.
Cool. So the captain definitely has a Martian moment and is like, we have all this extra stuff that we are just not using. Like all of this waste, all this stuff that's been sitting in storage containers, and sets to work setting up a little hydroponic farm.
Cute. I love that. I think Scorpio is there the minute you say it's safe for consumption.
Yeah.
And like just grabs a handful of like vegetables and is like, thanks, cat. Go back to work. Found a cool thing. Bye.
Love it.
Cool. All right. I'm gonna roll a time die, and then this next round. So starting with Madeleine is gonna actually be our last round.
No one's died yet.
I know. I'm close.
Ditto.
A month just passed, and my sustenance is going down by 2. So I could die next turn. I'm gonna do what I do best and continue to try and complete my research. That's 4. No numbers are moving up for that, but I will pick a card. Let's hope it's something exciting. An 8 of clubs. Okay. Clubs, again, are new conclusions or revelations. An 8, I don't know anything about this. 8 is physics irregularities.
Do you want to pick another one?
Jeez.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick another one.
That
I
is
really
so
have
fair.
no clue. I got the 2 of clubs.
Okay.
2 is chemical compounds.
That's totally up your
Don't know
alley.
much about that. Sure, yeah. I think soil definitely, like they've taken a good asteroid break, but now like a year and a half has passed and they're back on the soil bus. I think that the like frozen piece that Ares found still hasn't melted yet, which is really weird. But they've kind of given it, like, set it aside, let it kind of do its thing. Or they're hoping it's not like a creature. I do think Scorpio is slowly like losing themselves because of the fact that like they're not eating. So like their math is getting sloppier, their work is getting sloppier. They're like getting a little bit more desperate. And I think that they this time come like running to the captain's office with like 4 pages of equations and their hand, and like they don't even knock. They just barge right in, and they're like, "Look, look, look, look!" And they hold out the equation.
What am I looking at?
More proof that I am correct in my theory. You see, if you look here, the chemical compounds of the soil match the chemical compounds of this piece of debris and this piece of debris, which can all indicate that there was an earthquake striking at exactly this time on this date with this magnitude.
That makes sense. Then they wouldn't have had time to get a message before we set out.
Yeah.
This is good work. Scorpio, are you taking care of yourself?
Oh, yeah, I'm fine. Why?
Okay, I need all members of my crew operating at maximum efficiency, and that includes you. So,
Yeah, maximum efficiency. Working as much as I can. Absolutely.
but that doesn't just mean as much as you can, that also means working as much as you can sustainably. So make sure that you are sustaining yourself.
Yeah, no, I'll be fine.
Okay.
They like trip as they're walking out the door. I'm fine. I promise. I'm good. I'm just tired. I think I might go take a nap. Okay, bye.
I have a quick question, and this might be
All right.
breaking the rules.
Yeah.
And I'm only doing this because we're almost done. Could I tick out one of my sustenances to give to Scorpio?
I mean, I didn't mean it if you want to.
I'm gonna do it. So, I say kind of like Sagittarius is just kind of seeing like this frenzy. Sagittarius knows what there's a good frenzy and a bad frenzy. This is a bad frenzy. And so Sagittarius kind of looks at they have more than enough sustenance for themselves. So they get kind of like a Soylent tea kind of drink, and it's like a big package, and they pass Scorpio. A Scorpio kind of lives in the captain's office and goes, this is for you.
What? Why?
It's for you, yeah.
I'm good. I'm not hungry. I'm good. Thank you.
It's for later, just in case.
Okay. Thanks.
Yeah.
I guess. They like awkwardly take it and they sniff it and they start walking away. As soon as they think that you're not looking at them, they're gonna like down the whole thing.
It's Soylent powder, so.
Yeah, they have a water bottle with them, so they
Okay,
pour it in. And yeah.
Good. I was like, they're eating that powder straight out of the bag. Good for
They
them.
eat that powder raw. Cool. All right.
They snort it.
This is our last turn. I think to up the drama, everybody should roll 2 dice for the stats. Just to like up the drama. Because we've been here for a really long time. So first roll a time die.
5. Well, 2 5s. Okay.
I also need you to roll a time die, Madeleine, so we know how much time has passed.
Got it. Okay. 4.
Okay, that is a week.
Cool. Sagittarius. Sagittarius is an optimistic person. And Sagittarius has had a lot of time to think about death. But Sagittarius is also very hippy-dippy. And in that kind of way where it's like, death isn't the ending, it's only the beginning when you really think about it. You know, being alone with the same people for so long gets you thinking in different ways. So it's a very strangely optimistic outlook on death. And with that, I'm going to breathe and ruminate.
Sure thing.
Cool.
Go ahead and
pull
pull
a
a
card. 2 of clubs, yeah.
All right. So clubs are messages in bottles. When you draw a club, you cast a message out into space in one form or another. And 2 is who you left behind.
Yeah. I think I'm definitely sending another video to my son. And it's specific, and it's like, don't open until like you graduate from high school. or something like that. It's like a do not open until you're 18. And it's basically me talking about, like, by now you've kind of understand what's happened to me, and you're probably angry at the people that sent me up here, and I'm begging you to not be angry. Death is something that happens to everyone. It just tragically happened to me sooner than later. So when you think about me, don't think about how I died. I want you to think about how I lived and how you got to be with me for a wonderful, beautiful, short moment in time. And then I guess email. I email it. I guess email exists, and I send it to him. And this is kind of like her breaking point when she cries. It's like, fuck, I'm never going to see him graduate. I'm never going to see him get married. I'm not going to see him walk down the aisle. This is an unnatural kind of death.
All right. Funny. Go ahead and roll your time die.
Okay. I got another 6.
It's another year. So for those keeping track at home, I think we've elapsed like 10 years.
We're at
in
7
space now.
years and
Yes.
6 months.
Sagittarius is definitely gray.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. We're almost there.
We're 7 years, 6 months in at this present moment. Yeah.
Cool. All right.
So 2
Go ahead
die.
and roll your two stats.
Well, I'm dead. Whoops.
What did you roll?
I got a 2 and a 1, and I have 3 atmosphere points left. Okay. So.
All right. So we skip immediately to your dying moments.
Yeah. I think that, knowing. No, you know what? I think that in one of their moments of, I should go out and fix that thing. You know, Sagittarius and I have gone plenty of times together, like all of this stuff. She manages to go out on a spacewalk and fix some things. And as she's coming in and like taking her suit back off, one of their patches kind of was leaking the whole time, and they kind of start feeling quite lightheaded. And because I'm assuming that's how the atmosphere one works, where you like aren't breathing anymore. I'm assuming that's how that works. Okay. Yeah, so I think she just kind of is like, whew, yeah. Oh, that was a lot. Yeah. Well, you know, maybe I should go check on everybody. I'm just gonna sit down for a couple of minutes. And I think with the way that she was coming in and kind of was distracted by the patch, she didn't necessarily lock everything up correctly, and just slowly kind of goes. I think that's probably what happens, because she's just clacking marbles, man. Didn't put 2 and 2 together, but in her final moments, she thinks about the past few years, and she's like, you know, it was an adventure, you know, like, I'm glad I had to do it with these 3. They're a kooky bunch, but, you know, they're a good group. They're a good group, but, you know, I mean, I want to go home. Maybe someday. And then she just kind of whoosh into the night, sweet prince.
Oh.
Yeah. Sagittarius goes to Capricorn, and Aries is dead, Captain.
I'll tell Scorpio.
Okay. What do you want me to?
I guess take one of her bed sheets and wrap it. And Sagittarius, have you ever done a funeral at Space?
No, but I'm about to.
I've done a few. So, all right. And I go and find Scorpio where they're probably working away, looking at the soil.
Hey, Capricorn! I'm actually making some really good progress here.
Scorpio,
yeah, what's up?
I have some bad news.
Aries
Aries went on a spacewalk and they didn't make it.
Not a funny joke. Come on. Not funny.
I think that you've known me for long enough to know I wouldn't joke about this.
Fuck.
Yeah.
What do we do now?
Well, Sagittarius is getting one of her bed sheets, and I don't know if you've ever seen a funeral at Space before, but I was thinking we could do that first thing tomorrow. Give everyone the night.
Yeah. First thing tomorrow. I am gonna get out of this lab. It just got really hot in here. I just need to go for like a walk or something. But I will see you later, Captain. And they like run out of the lab. Aries' corner, like untouched, with like the stool and the little heat lamp still on, and like all their PPE like sitting in the desk in the corner.
Shit.
All right, Diana.
All right.
Go ahead and roll your time.
Okay, let's see. I got a 4 on the time.
All right, that's a week.
Yikes.
Okay. So we have, I imagine we have the funeral at Space, you know,
Yeah.
send them out into the black. So my atmosphere goes down by 2 and my sustenance goes down by 1. And then I think that I'm going to take some time to ruminate given everything that's happened.
Go ahead and pick a card.
Okay, we have the Jack of Spades.
Jack of Spades. So Spades is private rumination. You're doing this just for you. And Jack is a discovery.
Okay. I think that the captain just sits at her desk for a little bit and is just thinking about how all her years never prepared her for this. You know, you learn very early on to make the tough calls and to live with the results of those decisions. And that as a result of those choices, maybe people die, maybe people live. And she's had people die under her command before. It happens. You know, space is big and terrifying, and sometimes not everyone makes it, but this is the first time in her entire career that something like this has happened for reasons beyond her control, for a natural disaster, an act of God that did this. And she's realizing exactly how little she knows about what she thought she knew.
All right, I'm gonna roll a time die. I got a minute. And I'm gonna roll my. Okay, I got a 1, so my atmosphere goes down, and I'm also dead.
Oh God.
So I think that like Scorpio doesn't eat after Aries dies. I think it's hard for them to take care of themselves. It was hard for them before, but I think like they can't be in their lab because it reminds them of Aries. They can't be in like most of the shit because it reminds them of Aries. So they just like sit in their quarters, like on their bed, and just like stare at the ceiling. And I think that is where we leave them, sitting, staring at the ceiling, thinking about wanting to see Aries again.
I'm not crying, you're crying.
Captain, Scorpio's dead.
Okay. I'll handle this one. And I go and wrap them up in one of their bed sheets, and we just have another few.
You find a note under their pillow when you like take the bed sheet off.
I read it.
Okay. I think it says something like, I don't know what's going to happen to me, but make sure the research finds a home.
Just kind of regard it, put it back, and just beyond that, they're gonna spend the next few days meticulously making, even though they don't understand most of Scorpio's research, just trying to get it in order as much as possible.
And Sagittarius, after finding 2 dead bodies, but is hopeful and knows that it's inevitable. It's going to happen. It's just a matter of when, and they've accepted that. The only thing that they just cannot stand is that they don't know when.
And unless anyone has any other final thoughts, that's where we're going to end things.
Oh my god! Ah! Why am I so connected to these characters?
I know we both do it like 5 minutes, but it always happens.
Question: can I ship Aries and Scorpio?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
you're more than welcome to.
Same thing.
Where's the Scorpio and Aries fan art? We gotta see it. Come on now.
Couple.
Well, that was You Will Die Alone Out Here in the Black by Ben Roswell. It's originally a single player game, but there's a variation where you can play with multiple people. That's what we were playing tonight. You can pick up the game yourself at roswellian.itch.io. That's ROSWELLIAN, and it's actually 50% off right now. A really cool journaling game to play by yourself, or a really fun and sad game to play with others. Don't forget to join us next week. Same place, same time, new cast, new game. Actually, returning cast, new game. We're going to be playing a fun game about Mothman with some familiar friends of the show. So feel free to join us for that. We're going to go ahead and do introductions again so you can get a reminder of who our wonderful cast of the evening is. But first, I just want to say thank you so much, Diana and Madeleine, for joining us. Sorry to have traumatized you in your first time here, but it was really awesome to get to play with you guys. So yeah, Diana, go ahead and then sign off.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me. I had such a great time. This is exactly the kind of trauma that I go for. So this was great, and I'm definitely gonna have play this on my own at some point because this was a really good time. Like I said earlier, you can always find me at Aspiring Straganona on TikTok doing whatever I do. And yeah, thanks for having me.
Thank you. Madeleine?
Yeah, I'm Madeleine Mason. I have been Sagittarius. Ever so thankful. This was wonderful and heartbreaking, but in the best way possible. Kid Detective, all one word, on TikTok. And then I write plays, so you can find my plays at newplayexchange.com. Yeah, and then you just type in my name, Madeleine Mason, and then my face will pop up, and then you'll see me.
Cool. Thank you. Bunny.
Yeah, I've been Bunny. You can find me everywhere on the internet at Precisely Erin. Thank you both for coming. This has been heartbreaking. I am so connected to my sweet puppy dog person. I'm heartbroken for them, but also what a way to go out. What a dramatic exit. Truly, they wouldn't have had it any other way. And also hashtag Aries and Scorpio for life. That's all I'm saying.
And I am Reed. You can feel free to follow me on TikTok at DND5E or follow WOGDTO on Instagram and Twitter at WOGDTO. Join our Discord. Bunny, if you could pop the link to that in the chat. That's the best way to keep in touch with us, and when we're going live, sometimes we go live at weird times. So yeah, come join us there. This is my dog Frankie, and we're gonna say goodbye, and we'll see you next week. Thank you so much for joining us.
Have a safe weekend. Enjoy yourselves. We love you all.
Bye.
Bye.